Welcome back, my 7 loyal viewers. How are you guys doing today? So today, what I want to try and do, and the key word is try, is I'm back out in the garage. If you follow this at all, you hopefully have noticed that, yeah, I got rid of a lot of stuff in here because I want this garage to be organized. I'm tired of coming in here. Well, was tired of coming in here and seeing just a mess everywhere. And so my first one was getting this, putting tools and stuff in there where they belong. The second one was, well, I did this, quite a while ago, was the shelving and stuff that's around here. Get stuff off the ground. And recently I purchased something else that would help me get that and all this spaghetti mess out of the way. So that's what I'm going to do today. That has always annoyed me, coming into the garage and seeing that orange hose just everywhere, laying on the floor, tripping over it when I'm trying to go and get something. So what it is it's not something that's new. It's something that's been out. People have them. I've just never, got around to ever purchasing one and using it. So without making you guys wait much longer, I will show you what I got. And if you haven't already figured it out, here it is. Well, it's made by JobSmart, multifunctional, spring-driven air hose reel. So I can mount this on the wall, get rid of that long-ass hose, and use that. And I can put the air compressor in the corner, and hopefully it will stay there for the rest of its life. I won't have to move it. Granted, it's portable, meaning take it with you, but I don't want to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. The other tool I have in my arsenal of tools that I will eventually upgrade, don't know when, is my brad nailer. That's pneumatic. So I would have to somehow manage to haul that thing around again if I ever needed it in the house or downstairs for some reason. So I'll upgrade to a battery operated one eventually. But so without you guys, stressing about, oh my gosh, is he really going to do this? Without further ado, as they say, let's do a little bit of an unboxing and see what this actually is going to need to be mounted. It looks pretty basic, pretty simple, but here we go. So I really don't think I'm going to need to have a knife, but there's probably all kinds of tape on this thing that I can't really see, and I'll be angry and mad, and of course I can't find a single knife to save my soul right now. So I guess what I will do is use the next best thing, screwdriver. They got this thing wrapped in plastic, so let's get this off of there first. It is kind of windy out there, but it's an absolutely gorgeous day. It's like 65 here, hazy because of the wildfires in Canada. But it's really not that bad. Yeah, I see all kinds of tape here. So let's just get it all off of here. My wife told me that the garbage can over here, she says that's not meant for garbage. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my stuff. If you're gonna watch this, sweetheart, you know I'm joking with you. It's just funny. That's not a garbage can. certainly resembles one. Okay. So, well, they definitely got this thing packed in here in quite a manner. So we have what appears to be an owner's manual of some sort. Probably has directions in there that we're not going to follow. I mean, come on. How hard can this really be? More stuff for the burn pit. Burn barrel. Sorry. Can't burn the plastic. My wife won't allow me to. So I'll put this in the non-garbage can. This is obviously the hose that, you know, I'm going to have to take off of there. Goes to the hose that I got to take off of that, which is fine. And mount this to the wall. I wonder, does this come off so you can actually... So a guy can really actually mount this. Can't believe I have to do this, guys, but I might have to open this up. Let's not lose anything. Dum 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 dum. Okay, I don't need to know that. I just need to know mounting procedures. Really doesn't show. Yes, I'm well aware that this thing will pivot on the wall. Installation. You will need to purchase appropriate hardware for mounting your new reel. For mounting, install reel on the wall and ceiling at most 9 feet above the floor. Okay. The reel base has 2 mounting holes for mounting on a suitable flat surface. Below figure shows the correct mounting orientation, but yet on the wall, on the ceiling, correct. So I'm guessing that using the mounting holes in the base, mount the reel in the desired location. Be sure to use appropriate hardware and tighten. Okay, so there is a matter of, I don't know. Does that make any sense? A matter of I don't know. I'm going to show you. Bring you in. So this is it. How do you get I guess you're going to have to measure between the two, because once you put it on the wall though, there's no way of tightening it really. So this isn't going to move. All right. So they're not going to make this easy on me. But all that stuff over here, that bench and stuff, I'm going to have to get out of the way, because that's where I plan on putting this. I am going to take a brief minute here to tell you guys that I got shelving here, right? I've got shelving here. Granted, it's like not the best. It doesn't have to be at all. I don't care how the shelves themselves look, but this is a true story. When I was cleaning this stuff out a while ago, my adorable mother says to me, "Why don't you tear those shelves out and build new ones and put your stuff there?" I can't go there. I can't. That's my mom. I can't go there, but that's so cute that she would say something like that. So this is where it's going to go. The air compressor is going to live here. There's an outlet there. I'm going to mount the hose reel here, since I think there's a stud here somewhere. The stud is here. That's where I'm going to mount that thing. Unless there's, oh, there's a stud here. Maybe, yeah, there's a stud here. Maybe I'll put it there. Pull these monster spikes out of the wall. I don't believe that there's any insulation behind these walls, but that's fine. So I'm going to set you guys up. Oh, let's see. Somewhere you can see what's happening. So looking at this thing again, what I'm going to do is measure to these holes, and then I'll mark it on the wall. Go from there. So from the center of that hole to the center of that hole is 7 1/4 inches. Seven and a quarter inches. And it's over here, of course. And since I want it here, I know that for a fact. I got to make sure that these screws that I'm going to use are going to be big enough, or not too big, however you want to say it. I'm using these big guys. These are actually construction lags, 5/16 by 3. And I can't, the head's too big. So next, what else do I got? Funny thing is too, is I might. No, these should be big enough, strong enough. Yeah, that'll work. So scratch that idea. But anyways, my local hardware store, the place I work, is closed. Yes, I could go and get what I needed, because I have keys, but I honestly don't want to go there. So anyway, a little disappointed that I got to use these smaller ones, but so I got my hole marked, or yeah, my spot marked. I'm just going to drill the hole. Definitely hit the stud. No doubt about that. And take the screw, put it in the dang wall. that for right now. 7 1/4 inches down from the center of that. Seven and a quarter is right about there. Drill another hole. That wood got really hot, I can smell it. Put this screw in. Now, if I did it right, that'll go right on there. I can't believe it. I don't care that it flops that way. I really don't care. So, everything miraculously lined up and works. So the other thing I kind of wanted to tell you guys about is the fittings that you have with your hose. You're gonna need them. So take them. Keep your quick connects, everything that you have, take off, because they should go right on there. Should be the same threading. I think y'all are seeing my screw up already, aren't you? And you know what? I wish y'all would have yelled at me. In case you're all looking at me or looking at this wondering what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. See that? Not reaching. So I gotta somehow get this thing up higher now. So I am not taking that thing down. Okay, so what I ended up having to do was build it up a little bit. This is not gonna work. Let's see. Shall we? Well, y'all are just gonna love this. That outlet does not have a ground. Story of my life, but I got these adapters around here somewhere. I have them. I have several. So this is really what I'm talking about when I say get myself organized. Maybe the adapter isn't going to happen today. Okay, so I don't know where I put the 3-prong adapter. I'll find it at some point. So when you're putting your fittings on the hoses and whatnot, you're going to want to put Teflon tape on them. Promise you will want to do that. and go in the same direction that you're tightening it. So start off cleanly here. You don't need a whole lot, so don't go crazy with it. So go the same way you're turning this to tighten it. Same direction, guys. Funny thing is as I said that, I caught myself trying to go in the wrong direction. This is just to prevent air leaks and whatnot. Usually works pretty decent. I've never really had problems, except if I keep taking them off and putting them back on a lot. Tighten her up. You don't gotta go crazy tight with these things either, but get them nice and snug at least. That should be plenty good there. Now plug this in here. Just like that. Then on the other end is where you want the other quick connect. So once again, get a little Teflon tape. It goes in that direction. Wrap it in said direction. Righty-tighty. 50 feet of air hose is a lot more than you would think. That is going to definitely get me from the back of my garage out to my cars without a problem. My garage is maybe 25 feet. Probably not even that long. And then another 25 feet out past that. So that's going to do everything I want it to and then some. Now, as soon as I get my hands on the adapter that I need, I'll be definitely testing it out. And there you have it. That's getting one thing off the floor. Now you're wondering, yeah. But from here, I can take that old hose, I can coil it up, I can put it somewhere way out of the way that I'll never, shouldn't say never, may never use again. But what do you know? What do you say? And then everything can kind of go back into its place. This bench, I'm pushing myself, you guys. I want this completely done before the end of the summer. Before the end of the summer, because I want to be able to get one of these cars in here at all times. Preferably my wife's car, because I don't care if I have to, you know, sweep snow off of my car. My wife still hasn't quite learned to drive, but she's going to be, and I gotta do this. Gotta get this organized. I gotta get her learning how to drive. All this by the end of the summer, because, you know, that's my goal. I gotta push myself to do that. If you guys know of any other cool tips that I might not know about, or may not even be thinking about, you know, please put them in the comments, so I will read them, I see them, and I'll go from there. As far as, yeah, it's a good idea, I will do that. If you guys watched the last episode, my wife and I go into the Presque lighthouses. We still are going to try to find that village. It's probably going to be next weekend. Hopefully, anyway, so stay tuned for that. Other things that we would like to do is we're gonna go metal detecting soon. I'll take you guys along on that little journey. There's other little things that she wants to do. We're going to be going to Mackinac City at the end of this month, and we'll take the cameras, we'll take pictures, show you guys around that. I know some of you probably aren't from around here. Some of you are. You know what's up there, but some of you guys don't. And if I can bring somebody, pique someone's interest to come and check this stuff out, that's great for them. But anyway, enough of that. I will probably clean some of the stuff up, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.